Today, Infinity Ward dropped a blog post for everything Season 1 Reloaded, and sure, there's stuff for multiplayer, Warzone, and even DMZ, which I'll probably make a video on the DMZ stuff shortly after this one, but for this video, we are going to be talking about Raids. Yeah, the brand new thing coming to Modern Warfare 2, they're dropping a little bit more information. Yesterday, they did actually drop a trailer, and we broke down that trailer and everything that it had to offer, and I'll link that video on screen because there's still a lot of interesting stuff that we saw in that trailer that we won't talk about today. So after you're done watching this one, click on that link, go ahead and check that one out right after. But for now, let's jump right over to this article and see exactly what raids are going to be doing this time around. I say this time around like they happened before. They haven't. This is new. Regardless though, we see for right away, and this of course where it first starts talking about raids, we see a brand new image. And not much to really tell you about here. It's just them coming out of the water. And if you guys watch the trailer breakdown, you see that this is a very common thing in this raid. There's a lot of underwater area, so nothing really significant here. Regardless, what it starts to say though is this is Amgrad, the first special ops raid. Grab 2 of your best squad mates and help Price, Farah, Gaz uncover secrets held within a highly fortified enemy facility. So 2 things we can take from this. 1, Raids has a set crew, unlike what Zombies has had. I know it's not Zombies thing here, but oh my gosh, it was so sad in Zombies that we didn't have a set crew, but Raids have them, which is just so nice. Sure, it's just characters from campaign, but honestly, I'll take that. I just want to have set characters that actually matter to the story. The people you play as actually matter to the story. So huge W from that. We kind of expected this from the trailer yesterday, but it's glad to see it's completely confirmed. The other thing is that they do keep talking about this, or I guess they don't keep talking about, but they do mention these secrets that we're going to uncover, which I'm crossing my fingers is like some sci-fi stuff, but more than likely it's probably just going to be some nuclear bomb stuff. And honestly, I kind of wish that they would take this away from the regular, Modern Warfare 2 story and just do your own crazy story like they do with Zombies, but that's just a little dream on the side. Regardless though, they do talk a little bit, actually like that's just shipment, we don't care about that, but they continue talking about Spec Ops here. We get another image, and again, they're coming out from underwater and it looks like they're walking into a data room, which I'm sure that's going to do something. I don't know, it's data stuff, I'm not sure. Regardless, the article continues saying, Urzikstan, on the trail of their missing team, Price, Farah, and Gaz make a grim discovery in an underground bunker. Continuing from the events of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, the first special ops raids is something that will take, in the words of the captain himself, violence and timing. So this is talking about more story stuff, and it's kind of teasing this grim discovery that we're going to find at the end. And also maybe the whole reason that we're doing this is that we're trying to find a missing team. So maybe that's going to be the goal, but then, you find the spooky stuff at the end. I don't know, I guess we'll have to see. Regardless, it does continue to say, those who successfully complete this raid will unlock a familiar face as a brand new operator to use in multiplayer and Spec Ops as well as Warzone 2. It will also unlock a harder difficulty playlist that will test even some veteran operators. You can expect to find plenty of intel that awards the additional cosmetic items, in addition to some intriguing data it provides about the Modern Warfare 2 universe. So some really cool stuff here. First off is that for completing the raid, you will get a whole brand new operator, which by the way is Gaz. Like, that's Gaz. I mean, who else would it be? It's Gaz here. Like, we play as Gaz during this. We don't currently have Gaz. They say it's a brand new operator. Really, really cool. Absolutely love this because it's something that I've always wanted for Zombies. I know I keep bringing back to Zombies, but that's kind of important to me. But for completing main Easter eggs, you didn't really get a reward outside of a calling card. But in this, they're actually giving you a whole reward as a full-blown like operator you use in other modes. And people will be like, hey, how'd you get that guy? That guy I don't have. He's on the store. And you tell him, I'm that guy. I beat a raid, And to me, that is really cool. Absolutely love the idea of this. So very cool. The other really cool thing they mentioned is the higher difficulty of, I guess, challenge for raids. Like, after you beat the first time, you're like, oh, that was cool and everything, but it gives you a reason to go back and retry it again with the higher difficulty. Love the idea of that. Very cool stuff. 2 huge W's from that. Regardless though, the article does continue, and we have an image, and this is interesting because I think we saw this exact same area in the trailer, but in that trailer it made it look like we were going down these stairs, but in this one we're going up. So this is rather one of 2 things. One, is that this is the opposite side and this is how you get out, and the opposite side just looks very identical to the side that you got in. Or potentially what could be happening here is with these raids that after you like do the final boss fight, you actually have to leave and go backtrack the entire raid after that. Potentially that could be what's going on here, not really sure, both speculation. Again, we will have to wait and see. Regardless though, this article explains something very interesting. It says accessing a raid requires a raid key, which can be earned throughout the following methods: complete a specific daily challenge in either multiplayer or Spec Ops, place within top 20 for any Warzone 2 Battle Royale playlist, in DMZ, use a final extract helicopter with at least $30,000 in cash. Once the raid key is earned, that player and whatever squad mates they choose to bring in can access the raid for a full week. So I'm going to be honest, this sounds like extra steps for no reason, but thankfully these are actually very easy. I mean, like a daily challenge, how difficult could that be? Top 20 in the Battle Royale playlist, so easy. And then especially if you're playing like quads, like that is so easy to do. And then in DMZ, this is probably the most difficult one to extract with $30,000 in cash, and that's really not even that difficult. So it's a weird thing to include, but you know, at least it's not a pain to get out of the way with. But then of course it finishes off this part of the article saying, although there's only one mandatory requirement for raid access, the raid key, we have a couple of additional tips prior to infiltration. And then here we get another image, and this is probably the most interesting one because what it looks like someone's doing here, it looks like one person's on a computer doing the beep boop beep 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 boop bop bop bop, and the other person is protecting them. So what I'm guessing is going on here is that at this point one player has to go and solve some sort of puzzle on this computer, and the other two players have to defend them, which should be fun to do because I'm definitely not going to be the one defending. I want to be the one on the computer. And of course, this brings us to the end of the raid side of this article, and let's see what they say. 1. Warm up with special ops missions. Get familiar with how agents fight against you, how special ops kits work, and the general strategy for completing special ops runs through its shorter missions. Completing them and earning stars gives you some permanent rewards as well, making this practice worth your time. 2. Tier up those kits. Because raids are a part of special ops, it uses the same kit system. Having a high tier kit means access to additional passive and active benefits during the raids, increasing your options for survival and progression through it. So this is something that I've been saying for a while. You guys should have been leveling up your kits to get ready for raids, because even though Spec Ops is a tragedy to play, I mean, there still is a reason to play it because you want to get ready for raids and you need to play Spec Ops to level up those kits for raids. So it's something that you should have been doing, but if you haven't, don't worry, it's actually not that big of a deal, because believe it or not, currently in the game, and this might be fixed by the time Season 1 Reload comes out, you could actually earn as many stars as you want in a single day. You still have to complete the whole raid or the whole mission, but you can like keep doing the same mission over and over again every single day, unlike how it originally was at launch, where you could only get 3 stars per mission per week. You no longer have to have that week thing anymore. You get 3 stars per mission, and you can keep running the same missions back over and over and over again. If you guys are curious on how to do this, I actually made a YouTube short, so less than 60 seconds long, that I'll link on screen right now. You click on that, see how you do it, and then once you learn how to do it, go just over the weekend, just run these Spec Ops missions and level up at least one kit to as high as you can to get ready for these raids. Now, if you don't actually have another player for these Spec Ops, or even for especially when raids come around, I actually want to start building up my channel's Discord that is linked on the description of every single video, including this one, that you go down there, click on that, and join the Discord, so we can start building a little community of people who want to run raids, good players who want to run raids with other good players, because in my experience, I don't know that many people who really want to run raids, so I want to kind of collect an audience of people who could do that, so it can be much easier to find people who have liked interest in raids, that you could just all run it together. So if you guys are interested in raids and you want to like find some other people who are interested in raids, head down to my comment or description, click on the Discord link, and join my Discord. Right now it's actually not filled with too many raids players, it's mainly with zombie players, because that's what I normally am, but I would find it very interesting to actually start building this on raids too. Regardless though, that is everything that is talked about during this article. A couple interesting things here and there, but overall it should just be an interesting experience to go into. I'm not sure if we'll see more information before the raids actually come out, but if there is, I definitely will be making a video on that also. Regardless though, that's going to wrap it up for me. If you guys did find this video intriguing, interesting, or informative in any way, shape, or form, I would appreciate if you guys dropped a like, subscribe, bell, share, or any of that great stuff. But I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys next stream, video, whatever the heck it may be, and later guys.